Hi, in lecture 7, the fourth part, I will talk to you about the advanced blocking. And in it, I would like to share some comments that might be relate somehow to block and deal with a specific type or specific group of lines or objects inside AutoCAD. First case or first command is to use edit in place. And for example, that double leaf door that we created earlier in this example might need to add some crazy curved threshold for it, and that threshold has been drawn here in the AutoCAD file itself. It's not a part of the block, so it's been written separate. It's been drawn in separately, and after the door itself has been made. So in order to add those lines to the block, it's simply you have to right click on the command after you select it, of course, and you go edit in place or edit the block in place, because if you edit the block like that, it's gonna force the background to disappear, and we don't want that. We don't know how much is here and how much is here and how much the curve. So I'm gonna close that and discard any changes because I didn't do anything. Select the block, right click, and go to edit block in place. Edit block in place, hit OK, and I can simply select those lines that I want from the file, AutoCAD file, and from here edit block there is something called add to the work set, and they're gonna come and begin a part of the block. As you can see, the whole AutoCAD file is being shown as a grayed out, but you can select from it. And the same time, if you want to select something and get it out of the block, you can remove it from the set. Anyway, so let's save changes, yes, and hit OK. And now we see that this block has been updated, and by that it will update all other copies like this one that we have here in the southern part of this elevation. Now the second command is explode, and probably we spoke about that earlier, but if you want to get rid of the block, you can get X space and X space again, which is explode, or just hit X, which is explode, and then select the object and space. So by that we get rid of all objects we have inserted in this file, but actually we get rid of the copies, or what we call them instances of the block itself. But the real block, it's actually available, and we can call it or insert it anytime we want by using the command known insert. So the shortcut for it is I, and when you hit space after that, it will activate the dialog box that you need, and it's going to show you the set of blocks that you have. You can select any one of them and select OK, and get it back to your object. So they are not going to be deleted from the file, but actually the instances or the copies that you place from that block to the drawing will be deleted if you explode all those copies. Anyway, rename, another command you might need, and simply you can select the name and it's going to appear here. Of course, you have to hit what type of object you want or what type of category you want to change. So I'm already said and select the blocks, and then select the block name, and then I can simply copy and paste, and just change the name and hit OK. And when you select it again, double click on it, you will notice that the name is actually changed. That if in case you name it and you just accidentally discover that you name it incorrectly. So that's basically it about block itself. We have another command called write block, and in it I can just hit W, and that's actually not the block the way we used to deal with. So if I want to get this, let's say any object or any part of the object you want, any part of this plan you want to get it outside AutoCAD, or actually outside this file specifically, and make it as a separated AutoCAD file like this dashed line that I have in here. So we're going to use a command known write block, which is W as a shortcut, and then it's very similar to the mechanism that AutoCAD used to create and operate blocks, except that it will not be part of this file, but instead it will create it and export it as an external DWG file and the specific the path you want. So again, pick the path, and I'll pick my flash, and I'll select this the location for that, and I'll say that it's just any name. Let's keep the default name. Hit save, and of course you have to select objects, so I'm going to select those lines I have in here and hit space, and when you hit OK, these lines actually has been exported here in the same place. When I open that, you can see that I get out that only that group of objects in this curves has been saved as a DWG, and it's very easier method than the way that you can use just the normal way, which is you copy the file that you want, and then you delete everything you want and then save it. This is faster and it's easier for you. You need this method when you send things to 3D Studio Max to be extruded and made 3D, or when you want to separate AutoCAD as a specific layer and send to Photoshop, for example, to color. There's lots of methods and lots of use of that, and I think that we're going to use that in the next semester when we study 3D Studio Max. I'm actually depending on sending each architectural element as a separate DWG file by using this command. Anyway, I wish that you find this short video useful, and wish you all the best. Thank you. Have a good day.